Hello, everybody. Welcome to those of you who are new. I'm going to do something a little different today. As I was sitting here pulling some cards for myself, contemplating some things for myself, and packing my cards up because I've got another session to do outside of my home, I discovered a new deck that I do recall purchasing 5-6 years ago, and for whatever reason it sat in my office and it never made its way out here to where I do my readings, and it is called the New Chapter Tarot. And I have the book out because these cards have a little bit different meaning than the traditional tarot cards. And let's see what it says in the back. A new journey, a new story, a self-portrait of change. The new chapter tells the story of a woman who had to leave her old life behind and return to her home country following the end of her marriage. Each card is a meditation in paint. The complete deck represents a new life, a circle of hope, and friendship and love. So I thought I would pull some cards for us all, just kind of keeping myself in this beautiful energy that I'm in while reading. So I hope that you get something out of it. And as always, take only what resonates for you and leave the rest. And I have not used these cards. I pulled one quick spread for myself before turning the camera on, so they're very new to me. And that's unusual for me to purchase a tarot deck and never take it out of the box. But for whatever reason, that happened. I suppose it's time for a new chapter. What is the message for us all today? And right off the bat, I'm getting a sensation in my solar plexus. Self-confidence, self-worth. That's definitely something that's been coming up for me a lot. We have the Eight of Swords with the Eight of Cups. Interesting, 2 8s there. There's a lot of mental anguish that we go through in life. And our mind, when we don't have our mind and our heart linked up, or maybe our mind and our heart is linked up, but not in a positive way. But I'm really feeling, and we'll get it from the book also, that this has something to do with leaving the past behind. And you see the sailboat setting off into the sunset, leaving the emotional cups behind, leaving behind what has caused us grief, guilt, shame, pain. You know, what has been implanted in us, in our minds, to think that we're not worthy, we're not good enough, just as who we are, a soul incarnated in a body, having a human experience. Oh, and the mind can really get in the way of our manifestations, especially if the mind and the heart are not in the same place. You can play mental tricks with yourself all you want, but if the heart's not in alignment, if the heart isn't feeling it, or if the mind is taking over what the heart feels. Nine of Swords. Mental anguish, confusion, narrative stories that don't serve. I love that these three came out. We have the Three of Wands with the Ace of Wands with the Sun. Look how beautiful that is. As we release ourselves from the mind chatter and move in the direction of the beauty, the sun, into a new emotional field, we awaken to more not perspectives, although that's a good one to say when you do leave something behind. An old story. Comparison. Comparing yourself to others. Competing. This is Aries energy. This is, really getting ready for something new. Your new life begins. Ace of Wands. New ideas, new inspiration, new life force energy coming online. The sun. Allowing us to follow our heart, follow our joy, follow our passion, and not follow what has been instilled in the mind. What has riddled each and every one of us with thoughts that greatly affect our life experience here on Earth. I don't even feel like I need the book, but why don't we just check it out just to see what else we can get, what other messages we can get here. So we'll start with the overall energy. What's below the Nine of Swords is the Three of Cups and the Magician. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So I hope that you're all doing well. I'm definitely resonating with this one myself. Nine of Swords. You are overwhelmed by options as you overanalyze. You've extrapolated all the possibilities and the outlook seems grim. For better or worse, you must reach the heart of the matter. Yeah. The heart. The heart has to come online here, guys, for all of us. Surrounded by anxieties, you have become trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts. Remember to step away once in a while. No problem can be solved by an obsession. Interesting. And then that's the overall message here. Okay, and I truly believe that even like the Mercury retrograde is helping us to step out of this pattern of thought. Oops. You are caught in a loop of old thought patterns and are holding yourself back. A change of perspective is needed, but you are fenced in by contradicting opinions or options, stagnated by indecision. This is the god Odin in the dormant phase of his regeneration cycle. Bound by restrictions of your own making, you feel powerless, yet this card warns against falling prey to victim mentality. Oh, yeah, and I certainly felt that this morning. And it was not an unusual feeling, or an uncommon feeling, but it's something I haven't felt in a long time. And it just surfaced. This, what am I doing? Who am I? An imposter syndrome. What am I going to do with my life? And I completely forgot the fact that I'm already in the process, the step process of manifesting. Magician. Those desires. And they are arising. Rise and fall. Right now, I'm trying to hold it steady. I feel like many of us are. Let's see what the Eight of Cups says. Setting out on a journey towards the unknown. This is the urge to escape, to seek new soil, for the true self to flourish. The past is abandoned, for better or worse. You are transitioning from what is familiar to what is unfamiliar. Despite bittersweet goodbyes, this end is a beginning. We do have to say goodbye to the past. And for many, it requires saying goodbye to past people, past things that we were engaged in or attached to, or even past versions of ourselves that have, like, they're outdated, right? Really, lighting in here is weird today. Okay. Oops. Let's get to the wands. The essence of fire, the Ace of Wands, represents our will and how we might use it. They are full of energy, but can burn themselves out. They are daring, but sometimes careless. They want to act and get frustrated if empathy, logic, or material limitations get in their way. The wands are optimistic and powerfully positive. The act of living requires belief. The wands are asking, what do you believe? And that is definitely a stage of manifestation, right? What are we believing in? What are we believing about ourselves? What are we believing about what it is that we desire? Forget about the how. Forget about how am I going to do this? I don't have the money, all of those things. We've got to get ourselves prepared energetically before any of that falls into place. Many of us are already aware of this aspect of creation, but we fall short in realizing how the mind that programmed mind will get in the way. I know mine does. Three of Wands. The plan you've made is good and you should implement it. So many of us have come to a new inspiration, a new idea, a new plan, a new intention. And this is confirmation of the next step of believing in yourself, believing in what it is that you are desiring, your heart is desiring, not the ego mind. The heart is desiring and implementing it. We're making progress here. Progress has been made and you are ascending towards an idealized goal. So keep going. This card represents self-determination, the attainment of the goal at the expense of feelings. Expand your efforts and horizons, even if it seems scary. Dream bigger. Oh, it is scary to get out of our comfort zones too, isn't it? Let's see what the sun says. Warmth, emotional and material safety. This card is a blessing of self-acceptance. The true self is known to yourself and those around you, and it is loved for being known. The sun is fear dispelled, nurturing growth, radiant happiness, a sign of success and abundance. The sun gives and provides without diminishing itself. Bask in this glow now. And this is where we're headed. Realize, recognize where the thoughts get in the way and the heart space is maybe not online because of what the mind is saying, and be brave enough to take steps towards that radiance, towards like really fulfilling yourself, seeing and loving yourself, enjoying the company of yourself and whatever it is that we are co-creating at this time. So I hope that you found this to be helpful. I certainly did. It really confirmed a lot of the emotions that I was feeling earlier this morning, and really that's how it goes when I start doing readings. I want to tap into what is this, what are you trying to tell me here with all of this energy. So I hope that you found it to be helpful as well. Sending you all so much love. Take care. Bye.